Welcome to my channel, and if this one is your first time of seeing my video, thank you very much for checking in. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for always coming back. And if you never subscribe to my videos, try make you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that anytime I drop video you go get to see them. All right. In one of my recently, I dropped video of the list of documents where you need if you want to apply for visa, especially for study visa. And I get some few people who reached out to me say, what about people where they go for work? Now, it depends for right now because they have there are a lot of countries and their visa requirements differ from country to country. However, if you want make I do maybe this type of video where I want to do for a specific country, make you drop am for comment section and I go try do the video like this particular one where I want to. But for the sake of this video, I go try focus on Poland today. So if you they look to apply for visa for Poland from Niger, because obviously my videos now mainly for Nigerians, and that's why I use pidgin English. They do my videos so that everybody go understand them and it go dey very clear and detailed to you with the listing. Now, if Poland is your destination, whether you want get any type of visa, I go try show you the live demonstration of the visa requirements for Poland. All right, now this one is being specific to a particular country. So if you get any other country for mind, you want to know the types of visa we then get and how to take apply, I go make videos on that. All you have to do is just drop the country visa requirements on this comment section and I go through all the comments and I go make videos regarding that. Now make we start like by demonstrating, so just pay close attention. Go first of all look the requirements for each category of visa. We go explore the Polish embassy websites for Nigerians and the requirement for Nigerians and see, so that you go fit cross check with the documentations where you get or know wetin dey required of you before you go start, right? So maybe on a separate video too, I go also show you how to fill your visa application form, right? So this one, let's start from scratch. So you say now they always like go through Google so that you go see all the requirements. You go see say the URL where they enter e dey correct. Now for Polish Polish URL for Nigeria embassy, you go see am here at www.gov.pl/web/nigeria-en/embassy. So once you don't enter here, you go see this is the address of where the embassy dey for Nigeria. E dey for Abuja for number 10 River Niger Street off Danube Street, Maitama, Abuja, Nigeria. And then you get all the consulate section and everything. But because we won't go for the visa place, we'll go to consular information, we'll go to visa, and now you go see all the required, like you go see different type of visa we then get type C type of visa, and they get type D, and they get type A. So the question be say which type of visa you go fit apply for, because one of the things where they lead to rejection is that when you choose a very wrong class of visa type, it automatically leads to rejection. For example, if you won't come maybe Poland won't study, there is no way you have to take the Schengen visa. That's like a very wrong class of visa type. So it always be very okay for you to read the visa requirements for any type of visa where you want. So now wetin we want try do today, make we explore the Polish website for Nigerians and we'll see wetin they required. Most start for the very first one, which is general information for visas. So whatever the type of visa where you want, this is the general information where you need. So we'll click here, we will go here. So you go see say the visa types we then get. So you go see say from June 1st 2024 application and this thing, they don't change them. Application and reconsideration of an application for a national visa D, the fees will now be €135. Now this one don't increase. Before, na I think na €80 went during my time. Now that's it. From June 11, 2024, new visa fee if for Schengen this type C visa is now €90. So you don't get the information now. Say visa, depending on the type of this one now, they don't say type C visa na €90 and type D visa na €135. Now you go the imagine say which one be type A, which one be type C, which one be type C. You go see them now different type of visas and they explain them for here. So more just they take one after the other, make we no miss anything. Now see this place say before you apply you must decide which visa you need. So it is your responsibility as the applicants to know the type of visa where you need. Now type A visa na the airport transit Schengen visa. Now wetin this type A visa mean be say if for example say you dey go, let's say for example maybe you dey go for example UK and you wan book your flight for example and you no see direct flight from maybe from Nigeria to the UK for example, and the flights wey you wan use go pass any country for Schengen zone, which is like about 26 countries we make up the Schengen territory. If you want to know the type of if you want to know the countries we make up Schengen, go fit Google that one. Now if for example your flights, you take flight from maybe Lagos or Abuja or Kano or from Port Harcourt, and the first place where you go land now like maybe for Germany, for Paris, for Netherlands, for Warsaw, for anywhere, these are Schengen zones, right? So you need this type of visa. It means that the visa will could permit you to touch your 2 feet for the ground of this Schengen zone, right? So you need this visa in order to pass through their country, right? So you need to apply for this type of visa, and this type of visa, if you use it, in fact, it depending on the country, some of these visas, if you come up for the airport, or sometimes if you pass like maybe 48 hours or something like that. So this is transit visa, and if you want to do that kind travel, you need this type of visa. It is type A type of visa. Now type C type of visa for here. Now see wetin dey right. Choose this visa if you plan to stay in Poland or other Schengen countries for a maximum of 90 days in each 180 days period of time. This means that you are allowed to stay in the Schengen zone legally only if your stay in Schengen countries did not exceed 90 days over the last 180 days. Now wetin this place they try to tell you say, now because say if you apply for this type C visa for Poland, right, it will give you access to go to every other country for Schengen for more than, if you are staying maximum where you go stay in 90 days maximum for this visa, it will expire. So that meaning this Schengen visa, they will give you the equivalent for 90 days should be like 3 months. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, this is 3 months, this is 90 days. So it's just like what you call visiting visa, for example, like people call visiting visa. So now waiting this Schengen visa mean, so if you want to apply for school or maybe for work, this is not the type of visa where you go apply. This is not visiting visa. This one are the visa if you want just visit Europe, maybe you want come Europe, you want visit Poland, Germany, do all this chain travel. Now this type of visa you go need, and they no fit give you more than 90 days, which is 3 months. So now the type of visa where you need be this, right? Now this is type D visa. This type D visa, if you want stay for Poland for more than 90 days, like you want stay more than 3 months. So if your stay in Poland is going to be more than 3 months, then this is the visa you need. And now this visa, national visa, what they call national visa type D, now in students and workers they apply for. You understand? So now the visa where then they apply for be this. So generally I just want to talk about the visa and the types of visa we then get, right? Now then get also information wey go dey very useful for you. This one are information for people wey get family for EU, and this one under this procedure you are eligible to submit your visa application free of charge without prior appointment. This one apply for people who get family for EU, or maybe they get spouse for EU and stuff like that. Now the required documents is also there here, and right. So they also say visa refusal. They give the condition here. A consul refuses a visa in the form of a decision, you can appeal against the decision to the Minister of Foreign Affairs. So if they refuse your visa, Poland, they tell you, say you get the right to call, say make them recheck your visa, stuff like that. So I believe, say, at least the main cocoa for coming to this section is that we have three types of visa under Poland. We get the type A visa, the type C visa, and the type D visa. The type A visa and a transit visa. Say if you want to visit another country, you need to stop for any of these Schengen country, you need to get type A visa. Usually it is few days, few hours, it is hours or few days type of visa. And then if you that let's say, to be on the safe side, I would say this type of type A visa is less than a week, then not more than a week, let's say less than a week, and then this type C is less than 3 months, and then this one is if you're staying in Poland for more than 3 months. So just very simple. So we don't go this section. So now this is type C visa Schengen. Where to apply? How do I have to apply in person? How to book an appointment? What documents do I need to submit? How much does it cost? What is the waiting time? How to collect the documents? How to appeal? So all this information is the website. So whatever anybody is trying to tell you, always make sure, say, you go the website of the authentic and accredited websites to get the real information, which I did share for you now. So if you just watch this one without even going through the stress. Now, where to apply? They tell you where you feel apply. You feel apply from their office with the Abuja, right? So nationals and legal residents of Kano may also apply for short stay Schengen visa to Poland at the Netherlands Embassy in Accra, which represents Poland in Ghana. To apply, go to VSF Global and follow this procedure. This is very good. For my time before I come, I don't know whether I applied to national type D, but we'll still see that one. Ghanaians, people from Cameroon, people from Benin Republic, they are all coming to Nigeria. I think Ivory Coast too. They are coming to Nigeria to apply for this, in which it's really very stressful. But now this is really like a good news. So instead of them leaving Ghana to come to Nigeria to come and apply for Polish visa, they can actually go to the Netherlands Embassy in Accra to to apply for this visa, which really makes sense. And it be like in a VSF, they help them process them, which is very, very good. Now, do I have to apply in person? Visa application form must be submitted in person. So that means, say, nobody go help you submit them. You have to go there in person. So diplomatic mission does not accept application form via. So that means you know if you send your application form via email, text, fax, or whatever means. No, you have to go there in person. How to book an appointment? You go follow this link. I think I will still make that video, although right now appointment for Poland, they very, very, they're very, very difficult right now, but it is not impossible. You just have to keep up with the website and get information. Like now, dates of appointments are dispatched in the system last Monday, so they give the information here. So you have to read all this too. So see, so you read all the information. It is really very important. And again, see, important notice, always read all these things. The earliest you can apply is 6 months before you intend to travel. You should apply no later than 15 days in advance. I talked this in for one of my videos, right? If you want to apply for visa, for example, let's say you let's say your school they start 1st of October, for example. No go, maybe you won't go, you can't, your appointment date is 1st of, okay, let's say your appointment date is, let's say, 1st of September, right? You know, you have 30 days from first to ending, you know, that's like 30 days exactly. So let's say you call your your travel date, your visa appointment date now 1st of September, and your study they start for 1st of October, and then you can't put your intended day of travel, say maybe now on the 10th of September. That will lead to automatic denial because you don't follow the rules. So you have to give 15 days at least in between from your appointment day to the day you want to travel. Meaning that if your appointment day is on the 1st of September, for example, you cannot travel, you cannot say you are traveling latest from 16th of September. Do you understand? The farther it is, the better for you. Don't ever say maybe your appointment is on the 1st of September, you won't travel on the anything lesser than 15 days. It is automatic denial. Please, this is really very important. That is for this one. That is for this one. This information. Waiting, I just explained that for this information. Then for this one, it means say before you travel, let's say your school day starts October. You know, if you start applying for visa in January, they will deny you straight up because from January to October na 10 months. You cannot apply in February, you cannot apply maybe in March. It's more than 6 months before you travel. So if, for example, say you want travel for your intended date of travel is October, count 6 months back. That is when you should. I think 6 months should be from May. Let's say May, June, July, August, September, October. Exactly. So May should be when you should apply for visa. Start applying for visa. Anytime from May till before 15 of the 15th day, before the intended date of travel, you have to apply. So just be very careful with this. I think this information cover for I think all the types of visa. I think so, right? So this one, what documents do I need to submit? This one are for type C. You go see everything. You need your visa application form. I'm going to show you the live demo in on a different video. Your passport photograph, passport photograph colored, and you must follow this criteria. It has to be sharp, snapped under like a white background. Your face must show your as in both sides. So if you want snap, like waiting I do for my own turn, I just copy this information, just go give the photo person, like for the passports studio way I snap. That's me they implement all these things, right? So your passports must be issued in the last 10 years. You know, you have blank pages left. A copy of the passport page, that's your biodata. Like if you open your passport, where that your picture there and the information for there, you need to print them out. Your copy of flight ticket, you have to reserve a flight itinerary, you have to reserve flights, no pay for them. If you watch my videos, I mentioned something like this. Applicants who are applying for Schengen visa, whether single or multiple entry, should demonstrate that they have adequate travel insurance. So you go to buy insurance. I go make video on how you can buy insurance. It's really very simple and very fast. It's something you can get within 30 minutes with your phone. You go to and pay and everything. All right. And that's insurance no cover for it. Just the essence of the insurance is maybe you lose your item on your way, you know, or maybe somebody died on the road, you know, something like that. So these are like the money the insurance company go bring the person body come back and stuff like that. So I think that's what the insurance covers. And then a copy of an ID card document, so your NIN, your national ID card, you know. And this particular place, it depends. You feel apply for Nigeria because you be Nigerian citizen, so maybe your international passports, your NIN, and maybe your national ID card. But you know, if you go anybody wey no get that one for Nigeria no fit apply for Nigeria. It's deemed that the person is not a citizen. And if you're living in another country, the only reason you can go to another country to apply for all these visas is if you have a residency card in that country. If you do not have a residency card in that country, you have to go back to your country of origin to do that. Proof that you have enough money, which is like bank statement and the rest of it. A valid bank account statement issued by your bank, blah blah blah. So you have to show 3 months. This is for Schengen, 3 months. So it's either this is proof of funds. So you either bring any of this, any. So it's either any of this one, a valid bank account statements, we get like 3 months, or a valid credit card with means of certificate of means, a valid income certificate from your employer for the last 3 months, which also includes your payslip, pension, blah blah blah, if you produce all those ones. And then additionally, when applying with a minor, consent letter, you understand, copies of the parents' passports and the child's birth certificate. So these are the things we need to bring, right? So, and for those people, they go for tourism, you understand, and you want to visit somebody, visa, medical situation, all these things, official, scientific, and the rest of it. These are the information for type C visa. These are what is required. So how much does it cost? We said before, €90. What is the waiting time? Usually they make decision in 2 weeks, 15 calendar days. And if they want you to bring additional documents, it can take up to 30 or 60 days. You understand? So you have to keep that in mind. How to collect the documents? The decision, generally, you can collect it yourself, or if you tell somebody to help you collect them, but you have to give the person authorization to do that. So if you read this, you will see them. In case of denial, if they deny the person has to appeal. If you want to appeal, you have the decision to, you have the right to appeal, but you have to do that within 14 days. If you don't do it within 14 days, that means you accepted their decision, and you cannot apply until the next 6 months before you go reapply for visa. Then let's go to the type D. Now type D, where to apply, also the same information. You apply to the office in Maitama in Abuja. Do I have to apply in person? Yes, just like the one before. How to book appointments, I'm going to show you that. We talked about that before. And these are the information, like I mentioned, right? So national visa, like type D is national visa, and which people fee book this visa if they go for study. You see, national visa study, national visa work visa. So we go through this now. The earliest you can apply is 6 months, and the latest you can apply in advance is 15 days, like we mentioned before. So in order to book an appointment visit, you go where you go book the appointment. You select national visa study. This one now for people where they go school, we won't go school. If you they go work and you choose this visa, if you go, then go deny you. So be very careful. You see, say then even if you want book appointments, you have to select national study, national visa study. No select national visa work, then you can go submit school documents, or you want to submit work documents, you can go book this one. Now automatic denial, right? So they say when you're filling this in, please put correct spellings. Always be careful when you're filling. Now you're required to show up exactly on time. If you want on your day of interview, show up on time, please. It will not be possible to change the assigned dates. We will accept just original documents. So scan and photocopies are not acceptable. You must come to the consular office on the selected date with the printed and signed visa form and all required documents. So we will look at the list. The list of the required documents can be found on the embassy's website. So this is where we'll see the requirement. We don't see them before, but for study purpose and for work purpose, you will see them. Now for work visa, if they come for work, see they say choose Nigeria, Abuja, national visa register form, national visa work. So this is very important. This is a very important piece of information. Very, very important. No make that mistake. So they tell you how the take go and everything. Just more of like repeating the information before. What documents do I need to submit? Good. Just like before, right? Just like before. But this one with just a little bit of maybe additional information, right? So like before, you need a visa application form, which I go still show. You need a passport photograph, which is colored, which must have this description of A to E, right? Third one, you have your passports, which should be issued within the last 10 years. Biodata, which is your international passport, that front cover with picture there and information, you have to photocopy that. You have to do reserve flights. You don't have to pay for it. It's called flight itinerary. And then you have to buy insurance, which is number 6. So they tell you the type of insurance where you go buy. A copy of your means of identification, your NIN, your international passports, your national ID card is sufficient. Proof that you have a means of, this is like bank statements. You need to confirm that you have money. Proof of accommodation, you need this one. So if for work, people where they invite you go show proof of accommodation, an official invitation. Document confirming the purpose of your stay in Poland, you have to. Additional information, if you are going with a minor, right? Then if you're going for tourism, and you have to, tourism will go exceed 1 year, 3 months, like you're going for like as long as 6 months, you need a national visa. And then your hotel reservation and proof of further accommodation, documents regarding that you can take care of yourself, proof of employment in Nigeria, your tax, employment letter, and stating that you're on leave or you can go for that far. And then if you're a scholar, like you're going for research abroad, is that proof of commercial activity in Nigeria, this generally. So for friends, you have for business, for additional for work, copy of work permits, blah blah blah. Then for studies, these are all the things you need. So all the document from school and everything. The information is really very the same. But I think here, waiting can be a bit different is you need your proof of fund. The money where they expect, say it go dey your account if you are going for study. If you are going alone, you have to budget this money as your return ticket, cost of your accommodation. So whatever your accommodation is, you have to multiply it by 1 year. This amount is what is expected that you spend every month, like for feeding and whatever. So for 12 months, it will give you this amount of money. This is like if you're expected to eat, things like that. So you calculate this accommodation and this, and then maybe your school fees outstanding, you also add it. That should be giving you like an idea of what the total amount of your proof of fund will be like. Do you understand? And then if you are also going with maybe family member or something like that, these are additional costs. You understand? So basically this is the whole information on Polish website for Nigerians. How much does it cost? 135. Remember, they've increased it. I think my own time it was 80 euros. Now it's already 135 euros. And you have to come with cash. They know they collect transfer. So if they go get cash, they know they give change. Hold the exact money. You understand? And visa fee is what? Non-refundable. What is the waiting time? The same time, 15. So student visa are considered within 15 to 21 days. If the documents needs to be examined in more detail, the consideration period may be extended to 30 days. So this applies. How to collect, basically like the other time, you can collect it yourself or you can authorize somebody to help you collect them. only personally or by duly authorized person. And if somebody will help you collect them, there is a slip where they go give you after your interview. You have to give it to that person, write a consent letter. The person will also bring their own means of identification and the rest of it. So if appealing to is the same thing, if they reject somebody, unfortunately, you have the right to appeal for that decision. Say, waiting I give me, no be my own, no, make una look am. And then whenever they refuse somebody, then go always tell you why they refuse you, and then you go know wetin you go do. For me, I think refusal is like expo. The fit tell you say they no believe say you go come back, say all the information wey you submit no show say you go come back after wetin you thought say you wan go do for there. So you have to convince them. Maybe if you get landed property, if you get building, if you get business, this is the time for you to add all this information to show them say, I know they run, no, I get wife, I get husband, no, I get children, no, I get business, so I get land, my family get business, this and that. You submit that to show them say you know they run. So so this one na general information wey dem put out for people wey dey go school, because if dem give you refusal, e no concern them. So you have to be sure say the university wey dey apply for dey issue students refund. So refund is actually between students and university. See am. So the embassy dey give you caveat say refund issues are settled between students and university. So then they do their own work. If they refuse person, that one no mean say they no care whether you pay school fees or you no pay school fees. Now you and your school get that quanta. So this is generally like the main information where I want. And the transit visa are almost the same thing too. So now just the same information. Just the difference is that the visa type. That's just the difference. So I hope this video has been able to answer like some questions you have. And in summary of this video, always know that type C visa is for those people that's more just say it's visiting visa, tourist visa. You want to visit the Europe, want to visit the Schengen zones, that is type C is for you. And that means that you are applying for visa for not more than 3 months. And then if you are going to apply for visa that is more than 3 months, you have to go for the type D visa, which is a national visa, which is also is a type of visa you have to select if you are coming for work or study in Poland. And type A visa is a type of visa that you have to have if you are transiting. If you are going to stop in any Schengen land soil, you have to get type A visa so that you can pass freely without problem to your destination. I hope this video has been able to clear some doubts you have, and you'll be able to get more insights regarding Polish visas. And if you find this video very useful, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn on the notification bell, share to other people who may need this information. And if you also need some other countries, their visa requirements or the types of visa where these countries get, just comment the country where you want to know, and I go try make video on top of. Then if you also have any other information, also drop them for the comment section. I go to read the comments and I go make video on top of. Until then, see you in my next video. Bye.